Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Travis and today we're going to be listening to Ladrones. Not going to pronounce that because I don't speak Spanish and I'm not going to give you guys any excuse to make fun of my pronunciation. From what Google says, they're based in Atlanta, Georgia, but all the members are from Puerto Rico. Yeah, the only other Spanish band that I have on my channel is The Warning, but at least the songs that I've done a reaction to, they haven't spoken Spanish, so this is the first song in Spanish that I have on my channel. But yeah, definitely if you have any other Spanish-speaking bands or bands from Mexico or a Spanish-speaking country, definitely recommend them, whether in the comments or whether you guys want to just directly message me your recommendations on Instagram. Definitely feel free to do that. And yeah, this will be a first experience and I'm down for it. So let's get into it.
Muy buenas tardes, ténganme, les voy a presentar. Hay varias cosas que contar, cosas de mi pasado, empecemos por él. Siempre quisieron pero no pudieron controlar al morro que viene de un lugar donde gobierna la muerte porque Dios no ve. Mi vida cambió de un momento a otro, pa' unos un loco y pa' otros un rey. Si hay que defender lo que es de nosotros, se ve de rojo la sangre correr. Mi vida cambió de un momento a otro, sirenas cantan, vienen por mí. Nunca van a ver que no les dé gusto, después de un susto le van a correr. A mi jefa nunca le gustó que yo anduviera metido en lo malo. Nunca tuve malas intenciones, nomás lo hice para alivianarnos. Al poco tiempo le empecé a entrar, nunca fue por aparentar. De la nada se hizo normal dejar el miedo atrás. Las metas que yo empecé a lograr son hazañas para recordar. Tuve que confiar en mi instinto, me cuido del mal. Supe que al irme en un puño de tierra me llevo. Ya no sé cuándo regresaré, lo hice porque los quiero. Mi vida cambió de un momento a otro, pa' unos un loco y pa' otros un rey. Si hay que defender lo que es de nosotros, se ve de rojo la sangre correr. Mi vida cambió de un momento a otro, sirenas cantan, vienen por mí. Nunca van a ver que no les dé gusto, después de un susto le van a correr. De arriba la L, carnal. ¿Ya? ¿O todavía no? Puro flow pesado. Desde México bélico. Supe que al irme en un puño de tierra me llevo. Ya no sé cuándo regresaré, lo hice porque los quiero. Mi vida cambió de un momento a otro, pa' unos un loco y pa' otros un rey. Si hay que defender lo que es de nosotros, se ve de rojo la sangre correr. Mi vida cambió de un momento a otro, sirenas cantan, vienen por mí. Nunca van a ver que no les dé gusto, después de un susto le van a correr.
After listening to that, I really wish I spoke Spanish. That sounds really good on the ears, and I just wish I could follow along without having to visually watch the lyrics. So, there might be quite a bit that I'm missing in this music video, but from what I was picking up in the music video, and you guys are gonna have to, correct me or, give me your interpretation. So, one line that I seen twice was talking about taking a fistful of dirt. For my limited understanding of that, and I'm not 100% right, but I feel like when he says that, when you take a fistful of dirt, that's to signify you don't plan on returning. So by him not taking a fistful of dirt, he plans on coming back. So that's what I'm thinking. But when he was saying war-torn Mexico and, he has to defend what's his, obviously from like an American perspective, we always hear about the cartel, and I don't exactly know what extent they have an effect on Mexico. I do not know. I don't really follow the news. I don't follow none of that stuff, that politics stuff. I like to stay in my own bubble. I like to do what I do. But I imagine with them being around and like you said, war-torn Mexico, I just imagine when you live in a country in which you have a group like that, I'm to some extent causing terror or some extent causing unrest in the environment that you're raised in, you don't really have the luxury of just living a normal life. You don't have the luxury of waking up, doing a 9 to 5, going home, doing your weekends golfing, doing whatever it is you do. You don't really have that luxury. You gotta live every day on edge, every day watching your back. You have to grow up fast, I imagine. Maybe he has to do unsavory things in order to protect what's his, which is his family and his livelihood. And yeah, he's not really given the opportunity to be normal. But he knows he's doing it to protect his, which is his mother. He's doing it because this is really kind of like maybe the way of life in the environment that he's in. By not taking a fistful of dirt, he plans on coming back. He's doing it out of necessity and maybe not allowing it to become his way of life. Making it not his way of life means he's not going to get so wrapped up in this world that he has to partake in. I like this, dude. This music video is really interesting. It gives me a different perspective. It definitely gives me a perspective on a different part of the country that maybe they live that life. This is their experience. And usually that's where music comes from, is, personal experience, the things you see. I think this might be a better representation in some instances than just what is ever publicized on the news, People that have actually lived it as opposed to people that maybe have a certain narrative. I think this gives me a different perspective on a part of the world that I'm unfamiliar with. But yeah, this music video is pretty interesting. I'm so glad that he, I guess, didn't lose sight of who he is, and he's, he does it out of necessity, and, he's taking care of his mom. His mom, I imagine, is his number one, which, look, as a son, your mom generally sons, usually if you're anybody, you're a mama's boy, so... your mom's number one, and it's good that at least at the end, it still seems like he prioritizes her over everything, and he's taking care of her, which is awesome. I definitely think that's a good example we should be following, taking care of our moms. But definitely give me your perspective. Definitely give me a more in-depth perspective for sure. Maybe you live in Mexico, or maybe you live in an environment in which, maybe what he talks about, or my perception of that, what he talks about, might be some similarities to kind of the experiences you go through, the experiences you see. I would definitely like to get a better understanding of the music video, get an understanding of your life, the environment you're in, stuff of that nature. And like I said, whether in the comments or whether on Instagram, definitely recommend me other artists from Spanish-speaking countries, because I would definitely like to explore more of that part of the world's music. I definitely really do enjoy this music video. But yeah, I would definitely add this to my playlist. Tell me how right or wrong I am, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.